What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Spotted the Don. Of course, it's Thursday. You know what time it is, brother?
What time is it?
It's Thursday night school time, fam.
Let's do this.
And you already know. I'm with my host, DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D. This is Thursday night school, like my host, Spider the Dawn, just stated for y'all. It's time.
Damn.
Right now.
We back, brother.
We back. We was out for a week. For those who don't know, here in Orlando, Florida.
Let them know what happened, bro.
Hurricane Dorian hit. Or, actually, it didn't hit. We was off
it blew by.
When I say we, this college that we do our podcast, shouts to Valencia College Radio. If you're tuning in on there, shouts and thanks to you. We were actually closed from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of last week for Hurricane Dorian preparation. It looked like it was going to hit us for pretty much Tuesday, the weekend before.
Everybody kind of nervous, right?
Yeah, because it was building up. Went from like a 3 to 4 to a 5, I believe.
It escalated.
It really escalated.
It got real quick. It
was like that SpongeBob meme. I'm gonna head out, like legit.
Exactly.
I was ready to dip, but by the time Sunday hit, everybody's like, so it's just gonna turn northeast and not hit us.
Exactly.
And it was like, yeah. So
Orlando was a ghost town, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Everybody was pretty much off work, off school. People left. People wasn't really going out doing nothing crazy during that Tuesday. It was everybody was prepared. They stocked up on their water and on their beans and all that. But
water was at an all-time low, fam.
Low, except for that Dasani. I don't know if you saw that picture. Like,
yeah, nobody wanted.
Nobody wanted the Dasani water. Like, they'd rather die. But
yeah, we had Dasani. We don't fuck with that.
Basically, the meteorologist or whatever, weatherman was right, and that hurricane not only didn't hit us, but it just stayed in the Bahamas for like a solid day. Shouts and prayers and love and thoughts to all the people out there in the Bahamas, man, because it really hit them hard.
It wasn't just the fact that it hit them hard directly. It was the fact that it stayed over there for like 48 to like damn near like almost like 50, like 2 days and a half.
I saw there's that one time where they're like, yeah, it's at 1 mile per hour. And then they're like, yeah, it's not moving. I'm like, how is a hurricane not moving? I'm like, that's just adding insult to injury at that point. So,
exactly.
But hopefully everybody pulls through over there. It didn't hit us, fortunately. We are blessed.
Yes, course.
Literally, we are very blessed and fortunate for it and grateful for it. But now we're here. Everything was closed last week just for preparation. And now we are here. Now we are live. Now we are listening to y'all, listening to us.
Facts. And just make sure everybody knows, please pray for the Bahamas. They still have a lot of people missing. Part of my family, we do have a Bahamian side.
For
last name Knowles does carry on to the Bahamas. So it's sad. Like my family still has 2 people missing.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's one of them situations where you have this family struggle to figure out what was going on, and you have people who are like up to, I think last count 2,500 people still possibly missing from one part of the island that one of my good friends, her family's from.
That's just one part.
One part of the island. 2,500 people missing.
That's crazy.
And we have people on social media talking about. I remember the past couple of days, first days past the hurricane, people was talking about how many dead bodies they didn't see. People have vocal recording on WhatsApp and stuff. So it's one of those situations where you kind of can understand the great loss of life. It's just unexpected. People are really just having a time really trying to figure out what they're going to do next. And it doesn't help that our government ain't allowing Bahamian residents.
Oh my, that's just crazy.
That's crazy.
You see that they literally came on a ferry and just were pretty much denied.
We're the closest landmass to them.
Like, literally, that's what happens in a disaster. And like we mentioned, the hurricane stayed over them. So, of course, you're going to seek land after that. You're going to seek land that wasn't hit that hard. The closest one, and when we say close, like pretty much 100 miles away, I want to say, like pretty close. And they're like, nah, we kind of going through some immigration stuff right now. Can't let y'all in. So it's real sad. It's crazy because I was using technology for, I think, the way that it should be used nowadays. And I was actually on Snapchat. And you can go on the live map and you can go in the area of the Bahamas. And you got to see real live people of like their experiences in the Bahamas. And some of it was devastating. Some of it, was okay. People were safe and alive. But it's crazy when you really look at it from their point of view.
Exactly.
And you get to actually see like what you would be recording if you were there and snapping. So really, really just do what you can. Thoughts and prayers if that's all you can do. But, send some money out if you can. Find a relief system. Find those charity systems to really help out and look out for people in the Bahamas.
I can definitely let you know Orlando's doing a big thing because we do have a healthy island community here in Orlando.
Oh, shout out.
So please check out your local donors. I know Miami's doing it big down
Yeah,
there.
South Florida. I know so many people that are offering donations and offering anything, literally from water to food, literally, and they're just shipping it out over there. So do what you can. And like we said, this is a big island culture that we have up here. Like, so we're trying to do what we can up here in Orlando. There's plenty of organizations. Just look through it. Search on your Twitter, search on your Instagram. Just do what you can, like really.
Yeah. So, what did you end up doing for your refuge from the hurricane?
Man, again, thank God, I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful that I was not affected by anything. I hate to say it after going through that talk, but like just got bored, man. You know what I mean? Because I was off of class, I was off of work, and it got to the point where I was like, man, I really kind of want to go back to work real quick. I went back to work for that Friday and really just came like right back to a weekend after. So it kind of prepped me. The hurricane, I did what I could for it and just ate healthy. All the fast food establishments were closed.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. During a hurricane, you can't be out here eating bullshit.
You can't eat all your snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the meme I posted. Like, it's Bart Simpson writing the chalkboard like he does in the
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
I will not eat my hurricane snacks. Yeah.
I'm like, that's legitly like a legit situation you got to be prepared for.
Yeah, for real. And that's what I was doing. I was really being healthy during the hurricane. I felt good about it because now that we came back in this week, I feel like I've got my health standard back and I'm eating healthier. So nothing really, man. Just play video games, was healthy, try to live my best life on my little mini vacay. What about you, though?
For me, my boss sent us home, I think, of course, Monday, Tuesday, we work from home Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Thursday we were off, and then that Friday we had to be back in the office. But it was one of those situations where we're just like, "Yo, we back in yet?" Nothing happened. We back here yet? But definitely, I did a lot of the hurricane preparation that we needed to do. Florida stand up. Hope everybody prepared.
Yeah.
And my boy Joe was saying I can come to his house in case anything happened.
Respect.
But I'm really sure that I think people in Florida. I like the fact that people reacted.
Yeah.
People was like, "Yo, we ain't playing." You know how Floridians like, "Yo, whatever, bruh." Floridians weren't playing. So I think actually it was good. It was good reaction from the people. I think
we were prepared. We took prepared. It like some mature adults. You know what I mean?
I mean, people. I have one of my homegirls on Instagram was definitely live streaming the hurricane party.
I'm like, come on, girl.
They were white clawing it up. White claws everywhere.
Do I have to ask what race this woman was?
She's mixed.
Okay,
so she has a little bit of both.
I know at least one of them. I know what at least one of them is. If she's drinking White Claw, oh man,
White Claw is like the biggest rage out here.
Yo, it's the next Popeye's chicken sandwich. So people don't know White Claw is basically the new.
It's the most basic bitch drink.
Bitch drink out here. It's fake tequila. Like I get, it's like
it's seltzer water with liquor in it, bro.
Yeah, and it's basically
it's a vodka water.
And I don't know why they get it. You know what I mean? It's sold in a can. It's really, really sold.
It makes it feel good.
It's the rage of the trend. You know what I mean? That's what I hate the most. Like White Claw, you're going to spend so much money on White Claw because it's a brand name versus I'm about to go be Trini as hell and buy my $20 Johnny Walker bottle.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The problem with White Claw is, bro, you spending all that money to not get drunk.
Yeah.
So like you're spending, let's say like each White Claw is probably like $3. So you got to drink 4 of them. That's $12. You could got for $12. You can get like 4 drinks and you can fill to butts
easily. Shouts to Joe who was saying White Claw is nasty. I agree. I'll drink it if it's the only thing there, but it's so expensive to where like you have to buy it and drink your own. Nobody's gonna serve it to you for free. It's not a PBR drink or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not cheap. It ain't. Well, it's so basic that I think it's gonna be there.
Well,
the fact that's a spin off of White Claw.
Yeah.
The previous trash college drink. What's the trash college beer you used to drink?
Well, I was saying PBR was that.
Oh, but Natty Light.
Oh, Natty Light. That's a good one. That's a good one.
There's a Natty Light seltzer beer.
Oh, they coming back.
There is a Natty Light seltzer beer.
Okay. Shouts to all the 18-year-olds in here probably freaking out about that. Yeah, I think it's just I think it's crazy. I think it's stupid. It's a bad drink. I'm not a big fan of it. But I think if you're going to spend your money on it, just get some real liquor, man. Get some real alcohol.
But anyway, so White Claw's taking over Sydney.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Orlando skip day.
Okay.
Are you going? Are you skipping work?
I can't skip work, bro.
I mean, we got bills to pay.
I got not only bills to pay, it's like specifically those types of days where it's like a special work day to where we don't work. We actually just doing a bunch of events.
Oh yeah.
So like I gotta go to that. It's a free day. Yeah. Like they gonna know if I'm there. So But yeah, I think everybody's gonna be on that White Claw fad tomorrow.
Oh yeah, White Claw. Downtown's gonna be White Claw.
I'm gonna
for
see
real.
at 12 p.m. nothing but Wall Street White Claw. Oh
Facts.
my god, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know why people love that trend though.
By the time we get downtown, like everybody's gonna be drunk and pass off of like 30 White Claws.
Yeah, you're gonna get there for happy hour and everybody's knocked out.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's talk hip hop, brother.
Let's do it.
All right, man. So, a couple big things have been happening in the world today. Of course, we know the NFL started, real season started. So, shouts out to the NFL.
Yo, shouts to NFL.
How's your fantasy team doing?
I'm actually not in fantasy this year. I retired from fantasy about 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was the year after I drafted Odell Beckham Jr. when he was on the waiver wire in week 3 and then had that one-handed catch on the New York Giants. You know what I mean?
Okay. Word.
Best pickup ever I did in my life. But I decided that I'm not going to do fantasy no more. I'm just going to do what is now currently legal. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to sports bet.
You're sports betting?
I'm sports betting.
Through where?
It's legal, so if you don't support it for whatever reason, we completely understand. But in terms of just what I want to do with it now, I think fantasy just got a little too much for me, man. I was keeping up with it too much, and it didn't really work well for me. I wasn't really even winning too much, even though I would spend hours just doing research on fantasy football. I watched the show The League, and you kind of realize that it's a horrible thing to get caught up in. So, nah, man, I'm just at that point to where I'm just like, let me just bet on some sports and let me actually see.
So what did you bet on week 1?
The UCF one, that's the one I bet on. Because they was giving us no love in terms of the spread. So you know how sports gambling works, right?
Wait. Week 1, they played FAMU.
But week 2 is the one I was talking about last week.
Okay, last week, yeah.
Yeah. So week 2 is where they, I think they played FAU. That's where they played. And I don't know if you know how sports gambling works, but you pretty much bet on the spread. You don't bet on who's going to win or lose necessarily. You bet on like who has the advantage. They're going to give them a negative point spread. Yeah. So basically, UCF was going to spank FAU. They gave UCF or FAU like a +8 spread, meaning that they thought FAU would have been within 8 points. I'm like, hell no, we going to spank them by freaking 30 points, and we damn sure did. So that's why I took that bet all day, every day. UCF got me about 3, and we ain't got to talk about the money I'm doing.
You got some figures.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to talk about that.
You got some ends.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yes, sir.
Hip-hop. Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
So Nika Mirage, your fellow Trinidadian.
My fellow Trini woman that I always talk about, I ride for, man.
What do you feel about her?
Ladies and gentlemen,
her retirement.
Nicki Minaj has retired, or announced that she retired.
She ain't retiring, bro.
I'm gonna do it like the Stephen A. gift that I retweeted. It is basically a 6-second clip of Stephen A. Smith saying, "Let me tell you something. We don't care. We don't care."
Damn, don't do it like that.
And I mean, I think there's a fan base of Nicki Minaj. She's a cult fan following.
Yeah.
And then I think there's just a group of people who appreciate her music on Versus. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's no real middle ground for that. So unless you are on that polar side of like in that Barbie cult fan base.
The Barbs.
Yeah, the Barbs, shout out. She has a huge following for it. I feel like if you're not in there, Nicki Minaj retiring is not really that big of a deal. So, I mean, and no offense, like, I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, but I remember somebody once saying that, damn, Lil Wayne really did pass the torch to Drake and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
But when I say pass the torch, they've done their part, yo. They've done like a solid 10 plus years of just number one.
And let's be honest, like 10 plus years in the game ain't easy at all.
Long, bro.
So keep in mind, for that majority of that 10 plus years, Nicki was the one female.
Absolutely.
And Drake was the guy that was nipping on Jay-Z's heels.
Yo, let's be real. He was the one nipping on Kanye's heels. He was nipping on Wayne's heels, but everybody gave him the torch for that. Mm-hmm. Still, Eminem, when he was doing his comeback, people were trying to say that Drake is still better than him. Like, when you have all these artists working with you from your first album, you're huge, Mm-hmm. Irregardless of my opinion on this man, it's all just like,
glad you put it to the side.
I got to put the bias to the side because I'm not a Drake fan. Let that be stated for the court.
We understand, brother. Now going to the next motion.
So now we on next witness would state that Drake is arguably one of the best rappers in the game, and he has been for 10 years. So when I say that in terms of her retiring, I think that that's like something we could accept and just be like, yo, hey, that's cool. You did your part. You really have done your part. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like when I say she's done her part, there wouldn't be the Cardis without her. There wouldn't be the Megs without her. And not even just female rappers. I'm not trying to limit her, man. There wouldn't be a lot of these male rappers that we got out here too, man.
Big facts.
People that change up their flows real crazily, like a freaking Thug. People that just get real fun with the beat, like a Uzi. Like, I feel like all of that didn't really happen prior to that Nicki Minaj era. People were still trying to be hard rappers and stuff. So when I say we don't care, I'm just saying, like, she's done her part. I think she's done a lot more controversy in the last few years, like in terms of people she's dating and things that she said, and her family being in the news with her brother and things like that. So I think she just wanted to take a step back and retire and you know, enjoy her life a little bit.
Yeah, as she said, she definitely mentioned that she was wanting to start a family, which I totally understand.
Absolutely.
When you start this game in your early 20s and then you're now in your 30s, roughly. Yeah. I don't know what age she is. Don't want to be disrespectful.
She's I got the wiki right here. She is born in 82. So she is
mid 30s.
36.
36, yeah. So, like, at that age, you know, definitely statistically, it's harder for women to conceive.
Yeah, once you hit past mid 30s, for sure.
So, and she's just about to get engaged. I think she's about to get married to her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I totally understand her wanting to start a family. I totally understand her putting the torch down for temporarily. I think she's still gonna be involved in music. I think she's taking a break. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too easy to make. No, not easy, but it's too. Don't want to discount it, but it's too. I won't say easy. It's too easy to make music and make sure it's out there now. It's no longer you pass your prime, put you in the trash can.
Yeah.
Like, you can be in your 40s, you can be in your 50s. You know, you still see older rappers, LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg still putting out music.
Yeah. Ice Cube
still putting out music.
Hell yeah.
It's easy to make, not easy to make music, but easy to put music out for it to be consumed now. There's no longer that barrier of we don't think you're able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
After you fulfill your obligations, you know what you can do? Put your music out by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And self-title it. And she has a fan base that's going to buy no matter what.
And that's what I'm saying. You're talking about other rappers who, yes, those have huge fan bases, but we're talking about the biggest, like, female rapper ever. So she wants to retire and come back. She's always going to have that fan base from multiple people, especially in today's climate. So she is doing the right move. I mean, for people who really believe that she's retiring, y'all got to remember Hov retired. You know what I mean? Jay-Z literally retired.
Wayne retired.
Wayne retired. You get what I'm saying? Like, and look where they're at now. Still making music. I don't know what Wayne's doing. I don't even know if he's still touring, but we all know his situation.
Wayne's still out there because he was touring with Blink-182. You know what I'm saying?
But there's still that, you know, issue. He didn't show up to a lot of those tours. He didn't show up to Rolling Loud. So my point is not to go to Wayne's personal issues. It's more so just for, like, people will retire and come back if they want to. And look what Hov did. Hov was supposed to retire after Black Album. And then he came back, and he's literally the most richest rapper and entrepreneur now. So I don't think she's fully retired. And when I say that, I don't even think she's going to do like a Hov. I think she's just literally going to come back in like 6 months. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
that'd be weak, but I really think that's just how it's going to play out.
I really think I give her a couple 2 years off.
Okay.
Have the baby, get herself together. She's not, because, like, you know how Cardi was with her Child Culture and Offset, she was already moving.
Yeah.
Like, she had to keep moving. She was hot.
Yeah, it's true.
It's different to her, and it's also different for Young Miami from City Girls.
Yeah.
She has to still be out there because old girl who could hold her down is in jail still. So, like, Nicki has a different level of stuff, and she's still gonna be a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she has a Queen Radio.
Yeah.
She's still a person that's still gonna be on any. I think she's still gonna be on multiple platforms. Probably gonna be on The Voice, or probably gonna be on what's the other one?
There's The Masked Singer. There's The Four.
Yeah, Four. She'll be on. She could be on American Idol. Still going, right?
Yeah, she was on that actually.
Yeah. And then, so she has multiple opportunities to get on different platforms. So I really think Nicki Minaj is still going to be a part of the culture, even whether she raps or not. And when she comes back, she's going to be ready to get back to it. I think music is one of those things, once it's a part of you, you can't really get away from it. So
once you make that much money, you can't really get away from it.
Yeah, you got to pay bills eventually.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. No matter how much you save up, you're going to see a new Benz that you want. You're going to see a new chain that you want. Even if you got kids now, you're going to want to get them the best life. So all you got to do is put out a song, and it's going to get eaten up. So she'll come back hard. I promise you. Nicki Minaj is not done, like, by any means. So,
and She seemed to take some criticisms from DJ Academics, of course, Joe Budden.
Yeah, shout
Lil
out.
Hard. Shout out to them. She took the Academics one pretty hard, don't threaten dude.
I thought that she would have took the Joe one harder, but yeah, she took the Academics one hard. I'm like, you can't get offended by that guy, man.
Well, first off, I don't really think Academics in the first part, the first section, really said anything that flagrant.
Okay.
He was just really saying like, she's a legend, you know what I'm saying? But also, I was stating what I heard from my sources.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, we think, like, let's look at the singles that she did drop. Chung Lee. How well did it do?
Yeah.
So he was just talking the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of the singles she dropped weren't that great. But
That's
her
true.
features, the songs she was featured on, have been good songs.
Yeah.
So he's just stating the truth. You can't be mad at somebody stating the truth.
Yeah, and then she flipped.
Yeah, she's flipped. Like, I think that's kind of how she felt with Joe. Like, Joe stating what he believes is truth. And you can give a little conjecture to people's opinion, but you also have your own show to weave your own narrative. You can't be getting mad when you have your own way to set it right. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Not everybody's going to believe you when you say something, because who is you? You're just a person. You know what I mean?
And I think people got to understand that their criticism's good. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's really trying to give you an honest opinion like that, you have to drop that ego and take that honest opinion. Like, that's
just take the criticism.
Yeah, that's what makes your art good. And like, I don't think that Academics is somebody that is a good critic. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he has like the credentials for it. But he is a prominent podcast figure, a prominent Twitch figure. He's obviously known for this type of stuff and interacting with people. So you need to take his opinion for at least some type of value. You know what I mean? As goofy as the mother is, like, you got to listen to him and be like, damn, he really is somewhat of a voice of some demographic.
Yeah, you gotta be willing to like swallow your pride and then definitely take whatever on the nose. You might disagree with them. I think the most important thing I've learned now, especially in today's climate, you have to learn how to disagree, but also learn how to be that bigger person. So you can disagree and just keep it pushing, or you can just be the type of person that just like, hey, all right, you said what you said. What you said doesn't mean I have to accept what you said.
Yeah.
It just means that you have your own opinion. I'm good with that.
And again, when it's coming from somebody like Academics, like, yo, come on, he's Academics. Like, whatever he says, don't get mad at him, man. He's fucking DJ Academics.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. And then I'm telling you, he's like, yo, I'm out here doing what I got to do for me. I mean, you might not like what I said, but I'm gonna say it, and then you can pull up and talk to me about it, or you can come to the show. Let's get this content. That's exactly what he's pretty much about. Like,
Academics, like, to me, he's most famous for the Bad and Bougie Migos interview. You say what now? He's like, I already left out Bad and Bougie. He's like, come again? What?
What?
Yeah, literally. It's either that or that gif where he's just looking like
nervous.
Yeah, that nervous gif. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can't take crap from him. That's the gift guy, man. Yeah, exactly. Like he's really not that big of a deal. So end of the day, I think she may have taken those critics hard. And especially if you're looking at Cardi B, who you got beef with, who got a kid and living life right now, you gotta take a step back. So it's sad to say. I hate that she went out by just saying she retired. You know, like, I hope, it was a little bit more, I don't know, just professionally done. But she gonna do what she want to do, and she gonna come back and she gonna bank. Big bank take little bank.
Facts.
No pun.
Next thing we got going on, your boy AB.
Yes, sir. Antonio Brown.
This is important to the football country. Of course, AB is Antonio Brown from Miami.
This is important to a lot because this started.
It's a fantasy shit too.
Yo, this started as one situation.
It's a circus,
and then it led to another, and then it led to another. When I say one situation, the Antonio Brown story, for people who don't know, really just started as
started last year.
Started as last year from a guy who just hated to be on his team with the Steelers, wanted out, got to the Raiders. Everybody thought it was lit. But when I say it went from like A to B to C, basically when he was on the Raiders, it went from like him being disobedient.
No, first off, he couldn't practice.
Well, yeah, being disobedient.
No, he literally had the feet situation because the cryo left. Remember?
Yeah,
he couldn't practice. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, that's why he was mad at it. But like, my point is that I labeling it, it kind of felt like he went from like being like kind of like hating on establishment.
Yeah.
And then he went to
got a better situation. 30 mil.
Got a real good situation. Then you end up being like, you hated on him. Then you started sympathizing with him and understanding him. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it just went from B to C. And now it's at a point where it's like, oh damn,
you might go to jail, fam.
Oh damn. So tell us, man, how does this whole thing point out from A to B to Z?
So A to B, well, ironically, once he got to the Raiders, he had some issues getting on the practice field. You know, he had chronic. Not really. It's not gangrene, but he had chronic like blisters from being in cryogenics lab. So he couldn't practice for like the first couple of weeks. He could have trouble like doing sprints and stuff for his feet. So kids out there, if you play football, any sport, treat your feet right. I never understood
for real
how niggas be playing football. They toes all messed up, gangrene, all looking all nasty. Listen up, fam. Go get pedicures, massage your feet, because your feet makes you money. Not your face. Your feet are your money makers.
Straight up.
That ass. Anyway, so he had issues with his feet. Finally got through that. Was beginning to get back into training and running.
Yeah.
Then, of course, he signed a deal for $30 million over 2. I think. I think half. No, I can't remember. No, $30 million. It was $30 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
So I
think it was like 50,
60 or something.
50 in total for 2 years and $30 million.
$30 million guaranteed.
And y'all got to think, this is not only a really top.
It was a last minute deal too.
Like he's like top 2 wide receivers basically, but also kind of a little bit not towards the end of his career, but like he's not young. You know what I mean? He's been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
But the fact that he jumped ship from the Steelers and got this type of deal last minute,
it's a good look.
It's crazy good.
And so he got there and he started doing some legal stuff. Remember the helmet
issue?
There was a couple other. He filed a grievance to the league, trying to like get him to legally get a appropriate helmet that he wanted to wear the last model that he was wearing when he was with the Steelers.
It was different.
They couldn't find it. He tried to get a model that was similar. They wouldn't approve it.
And he literally said, "Y'all won't play unless I get that helmet."
Exactly. So he started like being like, "I'm not going to practice." Started sitting out. He hadn't even been on the practice field yet. Started sitting out practice.
So that's where you start to get to like, okay, using a good situation. Now you're geting disobedient.
Now you're starting to get for no reason.
Yeah, come on.
We're trying to give you $30 million.
Yeah, we are
trying. now these rich white folks in the league, they don't like giving away their money,
especially to a young black guy.
Exactly. They trying to give you money, fam.
Yeah. And he didn't take it.
He ain't take it. And also, caveat off of that, he actually, after that situation, got reprimanded by the Oakland Raiders.
Yes, he did.
Because he missed he didn't play in any of the preseason games, and he was not practicing at the time and point when he could practice, all because of the helmet. Like, he was doing little small stuff, but he wasn't fully practicing with the team.
So it was a call, right? From
first it was a letter.
Okay.
Letter about like, hey, we're gonna fine you for this.
Okay.
So he posted a letter on Instagram, and it was like a video while he was talking shit about the letter and saying, like, "Oh, being an asshole." Then he got a phone call from Coach Gruden about like, oh, first off, the NFL was like in an uproar for like a week. Like, what are the Raiders gonna do?
Yeah.
Is he gonna start on Monday?
ESPN's #1 headline.
Exactly. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. So it was such a crazy headline. I've never seen somebody
week prior to the NFL starting.
The season's about to start.
Never seen this before. Yeah, especially when you got out of a situation, you're getting $30 million guaranteed.
And you don't want it.
I didn't see what the uproar was for. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So the whole situation starts spiraling out of control. The phone call you're talking about with John Gruden happens. AB again wants to be an asshole.
And what's he do?
Video records him.
Oh my God.
Having this conversation with John Gruden.
My God.
Oh, wait, no. The first part of the grievance, before they get the phone call, he actually took a swing at the actual owner.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah, he took a swing at the owner of the team. It was the GM or the owner.
Either or.
It's bad.
It's horrible.
You don't swing on your boss.
No.
You want them to give you $30 million? You're swinging on your boss to get $30 million.
So then he records his phone call.
Records a phone call with John Gruden trying to just, hey, guys, just get it together. And, of course, I feel like he's one. I don't know how old he is, but he's like a young nigga in an age, my age body. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking it through. Like,
he's 31 years old, man.
He's literally about my age. I'm about to be 30 on October 3rd. You know what I mean?
That's young though. Still.
He's young, so it's like, bro, like you gotta be smart. Like like it's nothing. Like we've been in. I don't know. You play Pee Wee football?
Never.
Okay, so when you play football, like they hand you a helmet. You don't get to choose your helmet when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Hey kid, wear this. So you deal with it. Get a middle school, you get a different helmet.
Like this ain't new.
Switching helmets, you have every 4 years. Every year you go to a different school, especially like in high school, you don't have like a dedicated equipment staff manager.
Yeah.
Like you just grab your helmet. You have your helmet for the year. You give it back at the end of the year. You might get that helmet back next year. You gotta pray and maybe get it. Like switching helmets ain't nothing, fam.
Like just think about what we're talking about. It's helmet.
It's a helmet. Like just find a helmet that fits good, pump it up with the air, and go play football. It's not that hard. Like some helmets might feel better, but you can for $30 million guaranteed, you straight, fam. As long as your brains don't get dashed on the floor.
So what happened on the phone call?
Phone call. John Gruden, after this whole hoopla bullshit, has to inform Antonio Brown he's been let go.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, this is a man who expected to get $30 million guaranteed, arguing over wearing a helmet, takes a swing on the general manager, and was up until the Saturday before that following Monday night game.
This is the Sunday. This is Saturday before the opening Sunday of NFL, and
Yes.
they played that Monday night.
Exactly. Was still almost like this close to possibly playing that Monday night game. After he swung on the GM.
Crazy.
Ridiculous.
I believe there was an apology he had to do.
He issued an apology from the team.
So that's Saturday. Everybody's like, oh, he's going to play. He's back. And then I believe it was that Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Gone.
Cut.
Released.
And honestly, what was your first opinion when you heard he swung on the GM? What would you have done?
No, for all of those things, I was just mad. You know what I mean? I would have never done anything that unprofessional, especially for that type of money, especially after you left your situation the way you did and you still getting treated like this.
Yeah, you have a bad taste. People have a bad taste about you in their mouth.
Yo, you got to accept what's given to you, especially I think there's a very interesting quote that I've always heard. And it was from like Chappelle when he was talking about why he ran away from that 50 million back in the Chappelle show.
Exactly.
You know, he went to Africa or whatever. It was basically, he was talking to his dad and he was like, how much do you think you can make off of this comedy stuff, son? And he's like, oh man, I think I can make at least 50 mil. And he's like, cool, cut your price. And when you hit your price, leave. Because once you go price your price, you're getting bought out.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of plays the same kind of role where it's like, yo, Antonio Brown, you got to know what price you're at, what price you deserve. 30 mil guarantee, 50 mil 2 years, that's pretty damn good. Given your type of ignorant attitude, that's pretty
Especially
damn good.
after the way you were looked at.
After the way you were looked at, after the way you left Big Ben on the Steelers, you know what I'm saying? After you still did some stupid stuff on the new team that accepted you, I'll take that money all day.
Exactly.
So I was just very
they
mad.
put up with you not practicing, feet having hurt, can't do this.
Don't got no helmet, like
Yeah.
recording stuff. Like who does that, man? Like who records your combo
fam,
with your boss and then your boss's boss? Like,
I be real with you, like, I feel what D'Angelo Russell, remember from the Lakers?
Yeah.
Remember how we got drugged
Yeah.
for accidentally catching Nick Young saying that he's cheating on Nick Azalea? Nick Young, that's your fault.
Yeah.
You in the locker room talking loud mouthing your shit.
But for Antonio, man, I was just disappointed, man. So basically he did get released from the team.
Yep.
And then after he got released from the team, what happened?
Goddamn evil empire motherfucking New England Patriots done picked the man up for $15 million.
Bill Belichick and Tom Brady did it. They did it.
Did it again.
That was the rumor too. They're like,
did it again.
he gonna do a Randy Moss. He just gonna have all this
Chad
issue.
Ochocinco.
Chad Ochocinco.
All the trouble ones go.
The trouble best receivers in the game who don't like their situation. Bill Belichick signed it for a 1 year.
Yeah.
He's like, we got some money in there. Yeah, we could find some in the cap room. And he got to the Patriots, and everybody was going crazy. And the Patriots played that Monday as well. He didn't actually play in the game, of course.
He couldn't play because he just got the band still stood.
Yeah. And ironically, the Patriots played the Steelers, you know, kind of like a little
I'm happy he didn't play that game.
Yeah, a little kick in the foot, just them playing them and demolishing them. So everybody like us was mad because you don't want to see them go to the conglomerate, that the Patriots are. But then what happened? How do we get to C now?
So C, we told you, nigga.
Whew.
This nigga, while he was down South Florida, has been accused of molestation and rape.
Horrible.
Of a young lady by the name of Brittany Taylor. She's also a physical fitness trainer.
Yes.
I think she was working with him during that time off season.
Yes.
And there have been exchanges of emails been released, and also text messages have been released
in 3 separate instances.
3 separate instances
from like 2017, like 2018.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say allegedly.
Yeah, this is always alleged until
we were proven different. But I also like to say that it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. We think actually Antonio Brown, he's a great talent. I just want to say he's a great talent, but he might not. He might be out of the league, fam. And the fact is, let's put this in perspective.
Let's do it.
Kaepernick.
Cap.
Still don't got a job.
Does not.
Did not work for almost 900 days. I think 900 plus days.
And we're not just talking about NFL. We're talking about job, like
just job.
Period.
No. The NFL. He's
doing good now.
He got Nike money.
But yeah, he's getting endorsements. You know what I'm saying? But he still ain't working.
He ain't working. He's just practicing. He's
training hard.
Last practice I saw, he was throwing balls to Odell Beckham.
Yo, for no reason.
Come. I got to stay in shape a little bit.
Like, where's Baker? He's like, don't worry about him.
I'm here. Nah, tell Cleveland to sign me with backup. But look at Antonio Brown. Yeah. I know he's a great talent. But, bro, the man got kicked off his team for throwing punches
at your boss.
All Kaepernick did was take a knee.
And he's gone.
He's gone.
Gone.
But y'all saw fit. The Patriots saw so fit. Oh, we can handle that. We're the Patriots. This man possibly raped somebody. We don't know.
So I'll say the biggest, I guess, mindset and pretty much what his countersuit is for is that this is coming up at a convenient time after all this is happening. So his counter lawsuit is basically saying, oh, this is just for the money. That's why this is coming up now, because this is all this incidents and news is going on with this guy. This is the best thing to go for it. So with that being said, I do say that perspective. Now, let me just go into what I 100% will agree on is not that perspective. I think that's fucking bullshit for you to actually say that, oh, it's convenient for a girl to say this. No, if a girl's coming out and saying this and having proof, text messages, incidents and all that stuff, again, it's alleged, but that's precisely the time when you got to call somebody out like that. And I'm not trying to say kick him down while he's down, but like this wouldn't have been good if you called him out when he won the Super Bowl ring. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been any different. So
I choose a reserved judgment because I have to see the facts.
And yeah, that's why I say alleged and innocent to proven guilty. But I'm just saying counter that stupid ass point of view to where it's like, oh, she's just doing it for money because it's convenient time. No, look at the fact that.
But that has happened.
Yeah, but look at the fact that she's doing this, and let's just get to that fact. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more cases of this happening in real life from a sports person than somebody doing it for money. So let's, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to really stick to the facts and stop getting our biases aside, because the moment we do that, now we just teaming up with Antonio Brown's perspective just because this has happened before. No, if we're going to go that route, it's happened more on the sportsman side. But my whole point in saying all that is I think that he is 100% out of the league. I think the league don't want nothing to do with that.
Who?
NFL. He is gone.
Who's gone?
Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Is gone.
He gonna get signed his ass up to the XFL, nigga.
Not even, because
you don't think the XFL is gonna take him?
Yo, if the Patriots and the NFL couldn't save Aaron Hernandez, and look where he went, I'm not trying to put the worst to AB, but like that's the type of stuff he's in right now. You win some real cases now. NFL don't deal with that, and Aaron Hernandez.
They do. There's some domestic abuse.
Domestic violence, yeah, but this is different. This is a little bit different. And I mean, he is coming from a Steelers where Big Ben.
Yeah, Big Ben.
Need I say no more? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He probably still be in the league.
Need I say no more? But I get what your argument is. He's a big star. So, and the NFL has done this in the past to where they kind of hide up these cases. I think that's why.
Oh, that settlement out there sliding on the ride.
But that's why this accusation comes out now, because this accusation came out when AB was on top. He would have probably been in the league still. Yeah. They would have found a way to settle with it. With it coming out now, how is the NFL going to keep him in with this whole week been nothing but A to B to C?
And bullshit.
And bullshit after bullshit after we try to give somebody money. How can the NFL live in today's politically correct age right now when AB just embarrassed the heck out of them through defiance of establishment, through sexual allegation charges, through helmet issues, through talking over your boss? The NFL as a company has to release that man just so they could keep up shape with the rest of the world.
Yeah, they still got a black eye in my eye.
I mean, yeah, being honest, but like my whole point is I don't want to put him down. I just said like I really don't want to kick a man down while he's down. But if this is true, and even if this wasn't true, he probably shouldn't be playing in the NFL the way he's been acting prior to this allegation, man. He's acting like a jackass. Let's be real.
There's a lot of jackasses in the league, bro.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like I don't want to bring him down to. I'm on that people of color too. You get what I'm saying? Not only that, he's a great player, but I don't see great attitude, and I want to see something that could make me change my mind. You know?
I feel you.
I want to change my mind on this man, but I'm not just looking at this past week or everything like that too. If you really follow AB, he's a jackass, bro. Like
he is an asshole.
So, but that's how I feel about it, man. Those types of allegations and cases, they do touch like real close to me, as they should to everybody.
Big facts.
You got to really kill that bias of like, oh, it's convenient that this is happening. You really got to kill that bias.
Yeah. Since we're still in the legal mumbo jumbo.
Yes.
You know whose trial is right around the corner? Who's going to be taking the stand right around the corner?
Who's going to the judge?
Tekashi.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He's officially going to be standing in front of the judge, bro. His boy Shotty, his former manager.
Yeah, former manager.
Got sentenced to 15 years.
Wow. So is that case for his sentence?
This one is for I think this is his not sentencing. I think they're actually finally deposing him to be on stand. So
I really hope somebody sneaks a picture of him going into that courtroom because I want to see if he looks different now.
Well, I'm sure his colored hair has been tampered down.
He ain't got that dye in there no more.
He's dyeing in there, even though he's probably he's in a decent selling situation.
I don't know what jail gives hair dye.
No. They probably cut it. They probably legit cut his hair.
All them piercings gone. You know they take them out when you go inside.
Yeah, you can't wear
have piercings. So even if it's just that artist sketch, you know that girl that draws the little art. Even if it's just that, I want to see what he looks like, man. Because oh man. So wait, this is for his case though, right?
His case, yeah.
Okay.
So they are saying right now to avoid any serious issues. His family's actually picked up more security. So Tekashi already spent a lot of money on security for the family to make sure his family his court dates and appearances.
Good. Yeah.
So hopefully nothing happens to his family. But he plans to testify against his co-defendants, you know what I'm saying, this like next week. And so, you know, we're already seeing what type of time his co-defendants are pleading guilty themselves. Because they're leveraging, like, we know X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You get less time.
If you just plead to it. Yeah, admit it.
So, even at the situation, I just think Tekashi 6ix9ine, we'll probably be seeing him back on the streets in about 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Going right into witness protection. I don't think he can have a career after this. And it's an unfortunate story. Like I was listening to, like it's a story where hopefully the younger generation can learn from it.
I hope they do.
Like you don't got to be involved in the streets like to blow up. Like you don't got to. You don't have to do all these things to make yourself appear harder than it is. Because the streets will eat you alive.
Yo,
it'll chew you up and spit you back out. And so unfortunately, Tekashi had a burgeoning career. He was even though you didn't like him,
I didn't.
But
from the first show,
you couldn't deny the fact that he was.
No, from the first show, I came out here calling him Teriyaki 6ix9ine.
Exactly,
man.
But you couldn't deny his rise.
It's amazing how when I first came out here, it was last year's summer, and that's really when I came out here and did this. That was before I even was a co-host on. Well, you tuned in tonight, Thursday Night School.
We officially joined the Thursday Night School.
Officially 2019.
Exactly, fam.
We doing moves out here. We about to be up there.
Woo! Sorry.
Fly, baby. But that last year, it's pretty much been a year. You know what I mean? Like a full year since that happened, and it's crazy because like I have so much sympathy for the guy now. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do feel bad for him, and not because it's like, oh, you know, now you soft or whatever. Like no, like what he's going through is real. You got to hire security for your family to come to your court.
You got a baby. You have a daughter, fam.
That is insane.
Your mom can't come support you because the retaliation is real.
And that's what you're saying in terms of like, I hope the younger generation learns from this, because when you go out there talking that whoop de whoop, repping them gang signs,
but whoop gonna come to you.
Yo, it for real does. Like that gang sign is not fake. I don't like, and that's what I feel like the younger generation will learn, because a lot of them during the Tekashi generation.
You're trying so hard.
I was trying so hard, bro. Oh my god. His generation really lived up to like the, you know, not just F establishment, but like F anything that has restrictions to it, like gang signs do. You know what I'm saying? This is the internet life. We gonna get famous if we just say whatever we want.
Yeah.
Nah, son. That stuff's real. So
and the thing was, like, he joined. He was a part of it.
Yeah.
And it's not a game. Like
no.
And I think he knew it wasn't a game, but he was using it for his own benefit.
You want to live up to the character. You want
Yeah.
to live up to the image, so you're doing it. But that's my point. Don't get too far into it to where they see what you got to do.
Matter of fact, just don't be into it.
Yeah, literally, don't try talking out whoop de whoop. So
because like even for me, like I have friends who was a part of it. I was around it, but I was adjacent enough where I was like protected. You know what I'm saying? You can be close enough to where like, okay, we know who we know.
yeah,
You don't gotta be in it. If you know who you know, then all right, we ain't gonna fuck with you because you know him.
because he's like, oh no, he know him. That's literally how you low key know the right people.
Exactly.
I'm on the same page with you. That's how you don't get into slanging dope.
Exactly.
But yeah, I sympathize with him because I don't want to see him have his family in danger. I don't want to see him, do too much time. Nobody deserves to be locked up in America's jail system.
I feel like part of it. Here's the street issue with him is this: you did the crime.
Yeah.
You was part of the organization.
Yeah.
And you ratting people out. That's the street element. Like you ratting people out so you can get your time reduced while they're gonna be sitting behind bars for years.
Yeah.
They're getting your time, fam. They're getting your time.
Yeah, that you would have.
So the street argument, I understand. The argument for a young man who was on his way up, got caught into a situation, got almost to reaching his dream, but people that was a part of him were kind of steering him in the wrong direction. Is like, I hope the best for him.
Yeah.
But the street argument is so strong.
It's extremely strong.
Exactly.
It's more so of like a lesson argument.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you a disappointed mother, like with the switch in your hand, just like ready to like give his kid a whooping. And the only way he gonna learn a lesson is if he does his time type stuff. So I agree with you. The street side of it is crazy. I think just like you were saying with Antonio Brown, that's how I feel with Tekashi in terms of like, yo, I do want to see him get less time just because I sympathize with him. But then there's that side of me is like, yo, had he been a couple shades darker, this wouldn't even be a damn case.
What happened to Bobby?
Yo, Bobby been locked up.
Bob been locked up.
And that's the thing. Like, imagine if Tekashi gets out before Bobby gets out. Bobby's slating to get out next year.
Exactly.
But
and he took more time. That's how real dude Bobby is.
Mm-hmm.
He took more time so his friend can get out the same way. Like, yo, nigga,
no snitching, bro. Like gangster.
Let me get them 2 years.
It's gangster as hell. That's the complete opposite of what Tekashi did. So yeah, I feel you on the street argument, bro. Like I completely feel you. So I'm tired. I'm not gonna say I really, really hope he gets out. Like whatever happens is his doing.
But when he does get out, I just hope he makes the best of it.
Yeah, and when you're saying like he might have to retire, it's interesting. I don't know if that gang stuff's gonna follow him after that, or if he could live a life after. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think he has to go to witness protection.
Yeah, but
think about he had.
But in today's day and age, even after that, the same way you use the internet for talking that whoop de whoop, you could use it for your safety. You know what I'm saying? Like you could really just be streaming all the time, being like a positive influence or whatever.
So no more music videos.
We'll see.
Straight lyrics.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll see.
Like raps and fake MF Doom in it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
say some Tekashi bots.
I don't know what he's gonna do if he ends up in the witness protection and this doesn't come back into fame. That would be a bigger lesson for the younger generation. Yeah, because you literally saw this guy disappear because he was talking that whoop de whoop. So either way, I'm cool with it. In the words of Stephen A. Smith, we don't care. We don't care.
The second time you use that motherfucker too. All right. So another legal situation. This one you are going to care about.
Yes.
Mac Miller.
Yes.
His drug dealer has been. Well, I've seen his drug dealer like on TMZ.
I saw how he looked. Yeah.
Like, how you a drug dealer walking around and letting cameras follow you? That ain't no drug dealer.
Yo, looking like.
How you a famous drug
Looking like he just came right out of Rodeo Drive.
That really is the couple shades shit.
Yeah, that's true.
People know you sell drugs. Like, but they not arresting you, fam. We walking TMZ, taking pictures of you. You giving interviews to TMZ. Give interviews to CBS and ABC and shit.
Crazy, man. Cameron James Petit was his guy's name. Petit
exactly.
or whatever.
Yes.
But
Tell us more.
Basically, rest in peace, Mac Miller. Last year, he did pass away. It was
wasn't recently the anniversary of his
death?
death?
It was. I believe in June or July. Or no, a little bit more recent in August. Yeah. His album came out in June or July. He passed away, and it was thought to be due to an accidental drug overdose. We all know he was fighting his demons and things like that, so we kind of accepted it and was like, damn, this is just so sad. It was just ruled that the drug dealer that sold him the drug that he was trying to get, I believe it was cocaine, had little tiny stones of this hot new drug that's a killer nowadays.
Ain't no hot new drug. It's the drug that's in other drugs.
That's killing, called fentanyl. And it's real crazy because, like, I actually knew a homie who actually passed away from the same exact thing. When I say same exact thing, like this is a dude who was just like a weed smoker with me, wanted to be a rapper. Matter of fact, a white boy rapper just like Mac Miller. So funny enough, right? My boy Ty. And he literally was like a dude that came through, smoked weed all the time. Stopped seeing him for like a year or two because I moved up here from South Florida. Got the call that he died literally 2 years later.
Yeah.
And we all just thought that he was just getting too far into drugs, kind of just like finding his demons, kind of just like Mac. And I promise you, like a year later, his mother actually went on a podcast talking about how they arrested that same drug dealer. And it was a group of drug dealers at that time, but because they were running that fentanyl stuff, same exact situation. So you're right. I do care about this, not just because of Mac Miller, but because I feel very truly and deeply to that situation. And it just kills me, no pun intended, because it's like, yo, really? Like, this is what y'all cheap ass drug dealers are doing, not even caring about.
They're just trying to cut it.
Just literally trying to cut it and get your quick sale, not even caring about the repercussions. Like, you are literally killing people at that point.
It's just as bad as the opioid crisis, bro.
Yeah, there's going to always be something in there, bro. Like, whether you want to make crack cocaine with baking soda and make people addicted to that, whether you want to put fentanyl in this shit, opioids with heroin, like, there's always going to be those shady drug dealers. And it sucks because, like, I come from, I'm not gonna lie, I come from kind of like, the festival kind of like life.
Yeah, he be doing drugs.
Yeah, let's be real. The festival life.
He be doing drugs.
I'm trying to, keep it.
I'm the straight and narrow in the crack in the group.
My man's a little straight edge CM Punk over here.
I smoke weed every once in a while, but I don't tell me
I'm from the festival life. That's what these eye bags are from. And it's just, a lot of them were saying like, this is why they carry test kits. And it's crazy.
Which is important.
That's what I'm saying.
Lives.
Like, people don't understand. If you don't come from a drug life, okay, that's cool. Don't judge people that do. But, like, people walk around with test kits. People who literally get cocaine, not often, but, like, y'all may get it for this big party coming up every 6 months or whatever, right? Get a test kit because you want to make sure you're not dying. But it's so sad that, like, there's dealers out there that are putting this, not realizing the repercussions that is literally death. At the end of the day, I could go on and on about so many things into that topic, but I'm so happy even a year later that they have found him and they're definitely charging him for it. And
but the funny thing is, I felt like he wasn't hard to find.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
They're finally getting him.
I agree with what you're saying. I think it was just a matter. I don't know if the autopsy was part of it, and then I also don't know.
I think it was the confirmation, which has made them like, okay.
Yeah, and they kind of put two and two together. So I'm glad, man. Like, I'm really, really happy for it. I think it's a bigger win. Even though I love that album and I love Mac Miller, I wasn't his biggest fan, but he had a cult following.
You couldn't tell him nothing. You know what I mean? So
I think it's bigger for him and his fan base too. It's very much like a light at the end of the tunnel. Before it was just a dark tunnel that kind of closed, and now with this coming out, it really does set some light at the end of that tunnel. So I'm happy for the situation, man. Rest in peace, Mac Miller, bro.
Rest in power, Mac Miller. Also, prayers up for everybody who's possibly going through a similar situation.
Absolutely.
Also, I'm just going to say it. Prayers up to Tekashi and his family. Prayers up to all the defendants and their families.
Yeah.
They know what they did. They know they was living that life. When you live in the street life, that fast life, it does catch up to you eventually. I feel like anybody needs to understand, like, you can only be in the streets for so long. You either end up dead or behind bars. And that's definitely what happens unless you get out of it.
How many times you hear that, bro? How many times you hear that? You either end up dead or in jail.
It's
true. So true, bro.
So true.
Truest thing in the streets, for real.
But let's talk some positivity. Y'all, my birthday's coming up. If you want to get me a gift, October 3rd.
October 3rd.
I'm a Libra, baby. Lucky Libra, of course.
Spider the Don's B-Day.
B-Day. You know what I'm saying? So, me and Trini are going to go to Big Crit.
Yes, sir.
So, we're going to Big Crit the 21st at the Beecham.
At the Beecham.
The Beecham.
Going to be loud.
It's going to be loud, lit. You know what I'm saying? Big Crit's one of my favorite artists. But you want to know something else? You want to go to a concert by Valencia College Radio, via Valencia College Radio, rather. Let us know.
Yeah.
Right now, here's the information to get BJ, the Chicago Kid tickets, going down in October, later on that month.
Yes, sir.
Valencia College Radio will be giving away BJ, the Chicago Kid tickets on ValenciaCollegeRadio.com. Okay.
That's right here.
ValenciaCollegeRadio.com. That's Valencia, VALEN.
College Radio.com. Let's do this.
Definitely, it'll be up right after the Big Crit show. Big Crit show's the 21st, so that following week we'll be able to sign up for Valencia College Radio to win those tickets. So pretty much what you'll be having to do, write this down. Reposting the flyer.
Repost the flyer.
With the hashtag that they tell you for the contest. It's ValenciaCollegeRadio.com /contest. .html. Learn more information about the contest we're going to be having for Valencia College Radio in order to get these concert tickets.
All you got to do is post it with the hashtag.
Post it with the hashtag, baby.
That's
easy.
it, man.
But you also know what? It's been Thursday night school, but you also know where you can find us. Where can they find us, Trinity D?
Everywhere. Spider the Dawn. They can find us on Google Play. They can find us on iTunes Music Podcast. They can find us on YouTube, Thursday Night School. You can find us on Instagram, Thursday Night School. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Snapchat. But, sometimes you got to pay for that premium.
Oh, whoa.
You know what I mean?
Time out. You got premium Snapchat?
Hey, for fans only. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a living, B.
You old bitch.
Yo, if bitches can make money without getting taxed,
why not, man?
They ain't getting that tax.
I'm gonna show a little leg too.
Let me get that income tax.
I'm gonna show you this long ass hairy leg just for y'all to.
Oh man, women love it.
$5.
I hope it's women. You can follow me on all social media platforms at DJ Trinity. That's DJ TRINID. But what about my man Spider?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I think that's all the social media I got.
Everything.
I don't got no Snapchat no more. At DADONDJSPYDA. That's DADONDJSPYDA.
The Don DJ Spider.
And you can also follow us on Facebook, Fly at Night, FLYATKNIT. Don't judge me, I had a brain fart, but it's all good. Definitely check us out here each and every Thursday night right here on ValenciaCollegeRadio.com to catch the stream. Thursday nights go on Instagram, on YouTube to watch the stream, our recap videos. And of course, definitely find us on Apple Music Podcast.
Yes.
Thursday Night School.
Yes, share the link, subscribe, hit the like, give us some listens. We trying to get everywhere.
Trying to get up.
Yeah.
So what you need to know. It's been another edition of Thursday Night School with your boy DJ
Trinity. Let's do that again.
It's been another edition of Thursday Night School with your boy DJ Spotted the Down, of course, DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D, and I'm impatient as hell. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been Thursday Night School.
God damn, Trini, come on, man.
I'm sorry, B.